the boat, the paddy sheaf, and the plow, done with the test. Now the balance will rise and build the new Bangladesh. That was how Bangladesh Jamaat-e-Islami set their narrative through one of their songs I found through a video of Nur Muhammad. Now, who is Nur Muhammad? I initially knew him as the founder of Guardian publication, and he recently stood as an MP candidate from Bogra 3's seat. So, in one of his promotional video, I later heard that that was made by our Mahtab. This was the lyric, and such a song was made with eye-catchy, sorry, obviously eye-catchy vibe, obviously the ear-catchy vibe. The visual experience, both the auditory experience, both was superb, and I enjoyed it. And the narrative, it tried to say that we have seen through BNP, we have seen Awami League. Now it's our time to think about a new test, Jamaat, how it will be. So I enjoyed the video, or I enjoyed the music, or I appreciated the approach. One of the main reason is that Jamaat is trying to come out of its traditional flavor of conservative mindset, of playing their role as a, you can say, a theocratic, completely theocratic and idealistic party with less relation with real life scenarios. Especially, I'm saying that because just to make a point that they have used a little bit of music in that video, which we have already seen in the case of Dakshu election, and the promotional videos of Sadiq Khan and SM Farhad was also a part of it. So you are experiencing a change in my tone or in my voice. This was my first video in November, and I'm trying to experiment with my voice, with my tone, with my gesture and everything, so that I can make my speaking habit a regular thing, a powerful and effective thing. Just before it was a high-pitched vocal, and now I'm trying to make it a low-pitched vocal. And after the video, it will become a thing for judgment that which one to pick for me as the ultimate one. So it was just about an experiment, and I'm not going to cut the video or make an edit of the video at this moment. It's just past. It is just part of our experiment. Okay. So 3 minutes 44 second is over. We are starting with Jamaat, the new thing, innovation. Yeah, I want to pick the word innovation. I was talking about the innovative points of Jamaat. I was talking about the innovative points of Jamaat. First of all, I gave you a hint about Nur Muhammad. Some of the things of Nur Muhammad also catched my attention, or you can say grabbed my attention. In November 25, he posted a picture of a Bangladeshi map where there was a text written in Bengali. I'm translating in English to help you understand. Let's build Bangladesh together. চলো একসাথে গড়ি বাংলাদেশ. In his text, the message of togetherness or the unity is clear. But apart from that, there was a not a single subtle thing. There was multiple subtle thing. First of all, if you carefully look at the image, you can find that the image was portrayed with a vibrant green color. And you can notice that the recent promotional contents of Jamaat, be it for Nur Muhammad or for any other candidates, all are made through a greenish and reddish vibe, portraying the um, symbolic representation of Bangladesh, red and green. So I like that approach. Although it sometimes became a backlash toward you, not intentionally, but it just happened, which I'm talking, maybe you're not referring to that particular incident. It was about meeting, Shamabesh. What is the English of Shamabesh? I cannot find at this moment, but in one of, let me find that what is the English of Shamabesh. Okay, I will later find it, what is its English, but however, in one of Shamabesh in Vashantek, the MP candidate of this area, SM Khaliduzzaman, he was supposed to give a speech there. Dr. Shafiqur Rahman was supposed to give his speech there, but the red carpet made a controversy there. Not a big controversy, but it was just a case became that upon the green carpet or the green stage, sorry, not on the green carpet, there was a green stage. And at the green stage where there was podium, there was people, and when there was a stair to go up through the stair, there was a red carpet, and you can easily see it through your eyes that red and carpet there, and outside of it there were green things, and making it a perfect portrayal of Bangladeshi flag, and people are walking over there with their foot. Some people found it as a defamation of our Bangladeshi flag, and you hope so they started to make a backlash against Jamaat, as they have already tried all the time, whether they would have a valid point or not. But Jamaat played a good thing or a great thing. I was trying to say good. I was trying to say good or great, but I just mixed up the word. I want to say great. So Jamaat didn't fell themselves on the trap, and they proclaimed that we're not part of any controversy, and this was unintentional, and they just instantly removed that red carpet from there. So, if that's the case, that Jamaat accepts change, Jamaat advocates for feedback, they values feedback. It's a very positive thing for people like us. People like us include mainly the suburban people, mostly the secular ones who are who like religion but don't make it a very large part of their life. For that kind of people, Jamaat should come forward to make themselves and more open what they're going to do and what they're going to avoid. So at that point, I found that Jamaat's move toward that red-green controversy, they were immediate to take an action. So what was our point? Our point was about Nur Muhammad Bhai and his post of November 25. And maybe I have tried to make my point clear that Jamaat is evolving. They are finding new innovations. So in the map which Nur Muhammad Bhai had showed there was another good thing. The good thing is you can find people from multiple classes there in the resembling the flag of Bangladesh. You can find a Christian priest, a Buddhist monk, a Hindu woman, a veiled Muslim woman, a ethnic minority women from hill tract district, another hill tract man behind the women. Then you can find a farmer there, a hijabi young women, a non-hijabi young women, not women, and labor having a labor means a construction labor having a yellow cap in his head. Also a Muslim hujur, maybe in the right English, or priest. I'm not convinced to use the word priest. Maybe, however, not bothering that thing at this moment. It's part of our learning. So the image perfectly portrayed what a Bangladesh looked like from an aerial view. And Jamaat very craftfully avoided the portrayal, avoided the temptation, or the temptation, yes. Jamaat perfectly avoided the temptation of making a portrayal in a way that the Muslim portion looks way bigger than the others. It could make so, and it could have a valid point. It could have a valid point to make that Bangladesh is made up of 90% Muslim people. So why do we are willing to give place to other? Maybe it could make that point, but we know inclusivity is something which is more appreciated now in this global world. So Jamaat perfectly passed this game, and obviously, to my perspective, they get the full marks. I like that image. So after that image, what I'm going to see is I'm going to lost my word. I'm going to turn or flip from one to another news and giving you a glimpse of it. Initially, I thought to make a video of just 1 to 2 minutes to give you a summary of the whole month. But I think this is a great challenge, because you cannot compress everything so craftfully in your first attempt. And I think I can make my skill better day by day, or you can say month by month, to be more perfect. So let's not lose our hope. So that was the point about Jamaat, which was one of my key aspect to discuss today. I discussed it already, and there was three other things about Jamaat which I may touch with low volume, volume with uh, with just a little time, putting it some little focus. To be more precise, it was a post of Supriya Shah, uh, which you may find. I think that approach would not work here, will not work here. However, Supriya Shah, I have Supriya Shah, I have just found, not I have just found, Supriya Shah, whom I have found through Facebook, whom I have found through a Facebook post. He wrote appreciating the nomination of Krishna Nandi, the first ever Hindu MP candidate from Jamaat. He tried to portray Jamaat's image as the post-ideological state. Not Jamaat state as the post-ideological state. He wanted to say that Jamaat is trying to embrace the post-ideological state, which we have already noticed through some glimpses in the student union elections of multiple universities, maybe like Sharvamitra Chakma and others. So, if that was the case, this was something from November, and in November, another Jamaat thing grabbed my attention. That was a speech of Shibir Secretary Saddam Bhai in a seminar arranged in Noakhali Science and Technology University. No, Haji Danesh. Sorry, Noakhali or Haji Danesh? Maybe it is Haji Danesh. In Haji Danesh Science and Technology University, a seminar of some bright-minded people with first class, first, second, third. He clarified Jamaat's and Shibir's position of Maududi. When people try to blame Jamaat and Shibir as the sole bearer of Maududism, Saddam Bhai just discarded Maududism as a ideology. Saddam Bhai said that, we are someone who where our organization is formed by Maududi, but we're not the ones that we blindly follow Maududi. We read things which many of which are out of Maududian context, and just maybe 20 or 30% of our readings from Maududi, and we don't read all of the Maududi things, and we don't believe all of Maududian things are correct. And we don't want to regard him as one of the greatest pioneers of Muslim history. And above him, there are lots of multiple good torchbearers of Muslims, and he might be a little part of them, not a big part of them whom we can blindly follow. He has fought, so I got the message that Jamaat or Shibir are open to make their make themselves correct. So I like the thing. That was a video and a post of December 10 of Mir Salman Samil. He described Jamaat's current state as the new traditionalist Jamaat, or post-Maududian Jamaat, where it is a triangular combination of traditional Sunni fiqh, then the democratic political Islam of Yusuf al-Karjavi, and lastly the Sharia-based uh, economy proposed by Justice Taqi Usmani and traditional Muslim scholars. So Jamaat is slowly evolving from their traditionalist flavor, and it is actually clear from their multiple representations, multiple multiple moves, and I'm struggling to find words. I don't know why. I hope it will be correct soon. The part of Jamaat Shibir Modudi politics has been over, I think, and I'm not going to extend any of it. Already 21 minutes is over. I have just 2 topics to cover, and I try to make themselves clear as easily as possible. I'm not sure whether my English works well or not, and I cannot be enough confident at this moment because already 21 minutes has been passed. However, not going to lose hope, feeling like lose hope, but showing like not losing hope. The next content is about Dhaka Botanical Garden. The next content is about Dhaka Botanical Garden, where I found a post that people can now walk through the botanical garden with barefoot. I mean, mud and earthy places have been made up there. You can say walking trails or walking path, walkways, where people can get an experience of village life, of the core of the nature with barefoot, like we have seen in a discovery show where two men showed their survival. One named Dave Canterbury and another named Cody Lundin. I cannot remember the name of the show, but it was something I quite enjoyed. Not totally enjoyed, I was overwhelmed, but I quite enjoyed the participation of these people. There was other programs like Man versus Wild of Home. I forgot the name. And there was Man, Women, Wild. And the later one was later on already I forgot. However, I was talking about the botanical garden, and the topic is over. Going to the next topic. A post of Dr. MD Marufur Rahman claimed that learning multiple languages help us de-aging or fight against aging. It can make us look younger. So he showed, or he tried to prove it through some research articles, that learning new languages or getting interest over them help us make better, help us look younger. And in the same point, I have found Zohran Mamdani, who made an overwhelming victory in New York City as a mayor. He perfectly played that trick to use multiple languages to catch multiple audiences of multiple languages. and I liked the thing that he used Bangla as one of his campaign languages. So this was a very great indicator that learning or applying multiple languages uh, get you to many new discoveries, new explorations. So the more you learn multiple languages and apply them, it's eventually a good thing for you, a great thing for you. So I believe from now onward, I will put much emphasis on the use of multiple languages. I was learning Chinese. I'm going to increase my learning time and everything. Also, the topics I have discussed so far, the evolving condition of Jamaat, and what was the other, and the botanical gardens new condition of a muddy walkway which I can go, where I can go for a short trip to experience. This was overall my November. This video may now come to an end at this 27 minutes, which was initially thought to be a video of just 1 minute. You can think, you can't imagine. So why I'm using the was so continuously? No, it was just the end. It is just the end. I will not use the word so repeatedly. Okay, maybe we can finish it. Goodbye.